development today with regards to Shah Rukh Khan's son, Aryan Khan, and 5 others who were let off in the Cordelia drug bust case. A full-fledged war, however, is erupted over the entire case. Under scrutiny now, the NCB is likely to act against Sameer Wankhede, who was the zonal director of the agency at the time of SRK's son's arrest. Yes, viewers, the reason for the anger and outrage is that the NCB today exonerated Aryan in the Cordelia drug bust case, saying that there wasn't sufficient evidence against him to prove either possession or consumption. While 6 people have been let off, 14 others have been charged, but not Aryan Khan. In March, an SIT of the NCB found no evidence that Aryan was part of a larger drug syndicate. Now the NCB has promised appropriate action, and sources say that a number of irregularities in the probe have been alleged, among them the fact that no video recording was done of the raid conducted, dodgy witnesses used, including one who wasn't even present at the spot. No medical report was made before the arrest. WhatsApp chats were leaked just before the Bombay High Court hearing on Aryan's bail petition, and sections of the NDPS Act were added purportedly to stop Aryan from getting bail. He spent more than, or almost, viewers, more than 3 weeks or almost 4 weeks in jail. And there is more than a hint that this entire case against him was built up to extort money. That's a very serious charge. In my hand, viewers, is the memo of the arrest. In this memo of the arrest, which was drawn up on the 3rd of October 2021, it is mentioned that Mr. Khan's son was arrested. Aryan was arrested because he possessed drugs: 13 grams of cocaine, 5 grams of MD, 21 grams of charas, 22 pills of MDMA ecstasy, and 1,33,000 rupees was recovered from him, presumably because he was selling these drugs. That is what was the reason for his arrest. It's in the arrest memo. He even signed here. And he said, "I understand grounds of my arrest and informed the same to my family members on mobile number," and that mobile number has been scratched out, viewers. You can see where my hand is. This is the black area. It's been scratched. It's been redacted. Now, viewers, suddenly from having so much proof to having zero evidence, solid proof to zero evidence, what changed in 7 months? That's the fundamental question. I want to go straight across to Niranjan Shetty, spokesperson of the BJP, and Kishore Tiwari, leader of the Shiv Sena. Niranjan Shetty, when this matter was being prosecuted against Mr. Aryan Khan, and it was alleged by a minister in the Shiv Sena government that this was a witch hunt, that these charges were drawn up illegally to frame Aryan Khan, the BJP came out in defense of Mr. Sameer Wankhede, saying that he was an upright, honest officer who was being hounded because he was investigating certain claims that had been made against Mr. Malik himself. Today, Mr. Wankhede stands accused by the SIT that was formed by central agency of concocting a case. This SIT says it appears the IO was motivated to somehow implicate Aryan Khan in the drug case. What's changed, sir? What's changed? Niranjan Shetty, did you abet? Did you abet in this crime? Simple question.
Rahul, first of all, let me make clear that whatever you categorically mentioned, that it was the BJP who came in defense of Mr. Wankhede. So first of all, let me make it clear, the BJP never came into defense of Mr. Wankhede. We only said that if there is an investigation going on against any person who is accused of certain abnormalities, and I myself on various channels had categorically stated he is innocent until he is proven guilty, and where Mr. Kishore Tiwari himself has come with me at many channels. So I am on record. You can see in various channels where my statement was taken on record for 7 months back. So basically our stand is still today the same thing. you basically, the people, those who are accusing, it may be of Mr. Nawab Malik, who was doing the trial, and he was calling the media. The BJP never for the press conference
and anything against one second, sir, one second. I just want to draw your attention to the date, which is the 26th of October, 2021. So we are talking about the same period when Mr. Aryan Khan was in jail. He was in jail on the 3rd of October, 2021. And over the period when he was in jail, the BJP hit the streets to support Sameer Wankhede. They slammed the Sena government for targeting the NCB officer.
Absolutely. Rahul, as far as this is concerned, we took a stand. We said he's an upright officer.
So you just said you didn't.
Such kind of allegations. No, what we are saying, allegations leveling against such an upright officer is unfair. Let the authorities do their job. Whatever
it turns out that he may not have been an upright officer. That's what I'm saying. Did you jump the gun? Were you part of this entire frenzy to slander or advance? And that's why I asked you, slander the case.
Rahul, yes. I am on record stating that if he is not honest, if it is wrong, his decision or his whatever arrest that he carried out, if it is wrong, the authorities will decide, the senior will decide. I am on record. Whether it is your channel or any other channel, I am on record. And Mr. Kishore Tiwari
MLA Atul Bhatkalkar led a signature campaign in support of this officer, viewers. Did they jump the gun in a sensitive case like this?
See, as far as
let me bring in the Shiv Sena here. Let me bring in the Shiv Sena. Kishore Tiwari. 1 second, Mr. Shetty. Give me 30 seconds. Let me bring in Mr. Tiwari. Mr. Tiwari, how do you respond to Mr. Shetty, who said that, look, at the end of the day, the law will take its own course. We haven't prejudiced this case in any way.
Allegations leveled against Sameer Wankhede. And now my writ petition, that is the PIL, has been admitted by the Supreme Court. And now today I have moved for the my prayer number 2 to take action against the Sameer Wankhede, because all fundamental rights were freed. Now the SIT form has not only let off this Aryan Khan, but the prima facie, the misuse of NCP from last 1 year has been questioned. Now BJP was in full support, and Niranjan Shetty is doing something which is ridiculous today, because BJP in all the debates.
Mr. Tiwari, you are well aware that I do not act as a turncoat. I am on record, and where you were also with me on debate, I said Mr. Aryan Khan is innocent until proven guilty, and why it is the Congress, NCP, or a person like you filing a case. Why not Shah Rukh Khan filing a case for the protection of his son? Why does Kishore Tiwari come? I questioned you. Why are you not petitioning about the farmers? You are a farmer leader. I questioned you, if you remember.
Okay, well, look, this blame game is not going to go anywhere. Viewers, all I want to say, and this is very important, viewers, this is very important because these are facts, and I just want you to be apprised of these facts, because that's what India Upfront is all about, bringing out the facts. This particular SIT report says, it appears the IO was motivated to somehow implicate Aryan Khan in the drug case. Courts in general are very lenient with persons from whom drug is not recovered and against whom there is no cogent evidence. It may be relevant to mention here that courts sometimes cast aspersions on the motives of investigating officers if the courts believe that the IO was motivated. Now, the fact is, viewers, that, and we spoke a little while earlier to one of the legal counsels of Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, Ryan Karanjiwala, who says that as of now, Mr. Shah Rukh Khan is not contemplating any legal action against the NCB. So I want to ask the Shiv Sena leader here, if Shah Rukh Khan is not, and if you believed that Sameer Wankhede was corrupt, will the Shiv Sena be doing?
No Shiv Sena, but Kishore Tiwari will certainly go into the Supreme Court, and we will see that the central agency being misused as at today. We will expose everything. Now, all all cases registered by NCP when Sameer Wankhede was the zonal director, he has been very controversial. And the BJP activists Niranjan were involved. And your all top leaders were also supporting corrupt officer. Now,
but something very wrong here, viewers. Something very wrong here. We are being told that there will be certain action taken. Now, these are sources sharing this with us. It could be, viewers, to allow for the smoke to blow over. I don't know. But there is conversation that is coming through to Times Now from our sources that Mr. Wankhede might actually face some action. Was he acting alone? Was he being directed? Those are the fundamental questions. Can they go unanswered? Viewers, no, they can't. So some sort of an investigation is required. I leave it at this.